Yo, is my light on? Oh, we're good.
Hey, what's up guys? So welcome back to another episode of Mighty Motors 207, and today the inevitable happened. So I actually finally got into an accident on my bike, and yeah, so I'm going to show you guys the damage, explain to you what happened, and show you guys where it happened so that you guys can see. And it was pretty crazy. So let's start with the damage. So, to start things off, I hit in the front, obviously, and dented the fuck out of my rim. And I have a hunch that this rim has a crack in it. And the front tire hopefully can be saved. I did have to ride this baby home just because I didn't have any means of towing it, and it was still fairly drivable. So anyway, there is still a little bit of air left in this tire, not much, but look at this. So that's why I'm pretty sure this rim has a crack in it. This is obviously just Plastidip, so we'll actually go ahead and peel this right back. Holy shit. What? Wow. Guys, that has a huge fucking crack in it. Holy shit. It's cracked all the way from here. And it's still, it ends right here. It goes from there to there. And it put a big bend in this rim. Obviously that you can see. A majority of the impact must have come into this side of the rim, because if we go to this side, there's like nothing. So no damage on that side. That was the front damage, and that was the only damage that I thought I had sustained until I came home and realized the back rim was also bent slightly. This one is holding air just fine, hasn't lost any air, but I am getting a new rim because I just don't trust having like a good little nick like that in my rim. And that's a pretty good bend. Like that's a good bend. I don't know if you guys can really see. I'm trying to get you guys to see the whole picture. I mean, that's a pretty significant bend compared to this side is also bent a little bit. I don't even know if the camera's going to be able to pick it up, but it's ever so slightly bent on this side. Almost nothing. And then, because of that accident, the back of my tire came up and smacked up here. So when it did that, it hit this just a little bit. Luckily it didn't pop my tire. But yeah, it hit this headlight or tail light, and looks like it scathed this one a little bit too. So that's no big deal. I can redo these brackets. I've already redone them once, so I can just take them off and redo them. I'll probably shorten them up even more than I had before. Yeah, so we're gonna do those. I'm probably not doing those today, but I will do them soon. And then of course I'm gonna touch up the bottom of here and re-put some stickers so that you can't tell that happened. So that's pretty much it for the, well actually no it's not, I lied. I'll show you the other thing in a second. So when I initially got into the accident, my fucking handlebars went, like I smacked into this curb, and when I hit this curb, the curb has a little bit of an angle. You'll see it in the photo. So it's a little bit of an angle, probably like this. And I was probably going about 20, 25, just driving through a parking lot with my buddy. And I wasn't paying attention, so it was all my fault. And there was like a little decorative curb cut out. So basically this curb is just to separate parking lot to parking lot. And what I did was smacked right into that fucking curb. So when I hit the curb, my handlebars went from, and they're still not in the original position that they usually are, but they went from, we'll say this, and they fucking went up like that. So they were like really turned forward on both sides. So I had to bend them back, or adjust them back, I should say, so that way they could, you know, it could be drivable to ride home. And I'm not really worried about, I don't think this is damaged in any way, but regardless, if it is, I've got these spare handlebar pieces that I have just laying around, so I can use those if I need to you know, help with this whole situation if those are broken, but I really don't think they are. This right here withstanded fine, didn't fall off. Nothing else. The exhaust is okay as far as I know. Nothing else other than my fairing right here. So this one has always had a little issue right here, and I did try to plastic weld it, but this piece popped off, so I'm gonna have to plastic weld it again. And if you guys don't know what plastic welding is, I'll probably do a video on that so you guys can see. And then also down here, this clip has always been weak, so it wasn't just initially from the accident, but this part had always been kind of fucked up. So now it actually broke. So I'm gonna have to do something, put some kind of a piece of plastic probably there to help hold that so the fairing doesn't just hang all flimsy on the side. So that is what is going to happen. I've already ordered two new rims, the front and the rear. I'm going to decide on a color for the rim paint. I don't know if I'm going to go with the Plasti Dip like highlighter green. I'm actually thinking I might go with an orange, the Blaze Orange. So we'll see if I either go with the Blaze Orange or if I just stick with the, I think it's the Blaze Yellow. I don't fucking know. Really, I don't really remember. But that's what happened. So, I mean, you guys should definitely be safe out there. I mean, it was crazy. I didn't expect that to happen. It's fucking scary. But luckily, I did not put the bike down, so the bike didn't get damaged too much. You know, luckily it didn't fall over. Luckily I was able to just ride over the curb and be all set. I don't believe the headlight was damaged in any way from that impact, but we're going to see. So the headlight turns on fine. Halo still works. High beam still works. So the headlight's good. Blinkers are good. Let's try, let's see the back one. So blinkers work just fine. Taillights, obviously, they all work just fine. The only issue is it cut into the taillight a little bit right there, so we're going to have to fix that. So this is just This is just stuff I'm going to pick away at over the next couple of weeks, because I got to wait probably about 2 weeks for everything to fully come in. And then the bike should be back on the road. Now, what sucks about this accident is that I literally just bought a new rear tire for my bike, and I got it in the mail the day after all this stuff happened. Look at this. Brand new, fresh tread. I got this off Revzilla for $105, and it's the same size that's on my bike. It's a 150/60 R18. So, yeah, that came in. That really sucks that I'm not going to be able to throw that on just yet, but at least that wasn't on my bike when I got in the accident. Another thing I did get for you guys, which is going to be crazy, I got a new clutch cable, but I did buy a new sprocket. And I bought a new front and a new rear sprocket, and it's going to be fucking nuts. So it's going to put my bike up 7 teeth. When you go up down in the front, it's like going up 3 sprockets in the rear. So I'm going 2 down in the front because that's the only size that I could find, and then 1 up in the rear. So I'm going to go from a 15 tooth in the front to a 13 tooth, and a 45 tooth in the rear to a 46 tooth. My original plan was to go with a 14 tooth in the front and a 47 tooth in the rear. But because they didn't have a 47 tooth available, the only availability was to go 1 more down in the front, which put me up 2 more sizes than what I was going to go total. So the bike's going to be fucking fast, and I cannot wait to try that. Yeah, it's going to be insane. So that video is coming up soon, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that, and ride safe, because this is fucking crazy that this happened to me, and it sucks. So I'm going to do right now, I'm going to put some pictures up of the accident so you guys can see where it was.